Principal Shepard, he didn't tell me. Just sat down and said, and that's my plan. Well, then. With your 4 hours, more than 10 boys should have lived. You and me and the Winkers know about. And how many to be? Yes, Mr. Weir's half of the time is gonna nervous, aren't you? Such icons. What a big day for all you Principal Shepard superfans out there. In the following episode, David Janet also features an iconic first-time appearance, this time for the evil monkey. No, there's no such thing. He doesn't say a word, and yet the monkey has more moves than those last 3 characters combined. Now that's an icon. And there's something about Holly, something Carlin would once again go for his life.
She's awake.
This episode.
What's going on? Where are we? Dude, you fell down a stupid trash chute. I thought we lost you for good. I'm so glad we found you. Are you okay? Yeah, I think so. Just a little fuzzy. And sore. No broken bones. Well, none of mine at least. Huh. Man, Ash, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to find you. It's all thanks to Sally. He had one of his vision thingies. And then he found this old cellar door in the basement, and then we went down these long creepy stairs, and we found this crazy ass cult. Typical or some shit down there, and then there were all these puzzles and traps and maybe then Todd us holding the front gate open for us. We should go back there. Wow, this is so much to take in. I can't believe all this is right below the apartments. Thanks for coming for me. I don't know what I'd do without you guys.
Thank you, Scott.
So what are we gonna do about this? Mrs. Packerton has killed a lot of people in the Bologna. We can't just ignore this. Definitely not. Judging by what you guys have told me about the inner rooms of the temple and about Mrs. Packerton's apartment, it could be possible that she's gotten herself wrapped in the occult as well. Even if the congregation has long since dissolved, she could have stumbled upon this door just as we have. Or maybe she's the last remaining member, trying to carry out whatever their plan were on her own. You don't think she's trying to bring the red-eyed demon back, do you? Hopefully not, but we'll be prepared if she does. Man, we need to stop her, preferably before that happens. I know going to the local police isn't an option. Maybe we should call the state police or the FBI or something. At least this time my parents can't deny what's happening. They'll help us once we show them what's below this building and what Packerton has been doing. Ash is right. We should get our parents involved this time. Maybe we should just kill her. What? Mrs. Packerton, maybe we should kill her. She's old, so it shouldn't be that hard. We can't just kill someone, Larry. Then we'd be no better than her. Normally I would be against harming others, but in this case, Larry might be right. Todd, Larry, seriously, you guys? Think about all of the strange, unexplainable occurrences that happened in Addison Apartments and in Knoxville in general. The more I think about it, the less likely it becomes that Mrs. Packerton is acting alone. She must be getting outside help. It would explain the police cover-ups of Charlie and the Holmes family murders. There's no telling how far this corruption reaches. Goddamn. I guess that makes sense. Sal, you were saying something earlier today too. I don't know, maybe this does fall on us to take care of. Maybe. You know, the biggest worries normal teenagers have are about petty things like popular and having nice hair.
Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Thanks help support my content.
I can't see the text. Okay, not us though. We have to worry about saving the world, I guess.
The script originally called for a joke that hinted at Al Gore winning the 2000 presidential election. And, well, you can see why they had to change it. But I tell you what didn't kill it. Snuck it. You have our support.
So what happened? We decided to sleep on it. It was nearly morning anyway, and everyone was exhausted. And the teacher? What did you decide? Did you go to the police? Didn't have to. Turns out Packerton got into a car accident on the way home that same night. She and the other driver were killed on impact. Wow, that's quite convenient. You can look it up for yourself if you don't believe me. It was on the front page the next day. Beloved Knoxville High teacher killed by drunk driver. Of course you won't find anything about the dead bodies in her apartment or how she was feeding the students human flesh. That was all covered up. I see. I don't care if you don't believe me. It's the truth, and you said you would air the full story. Don't worry, Sal. It will be aired in full. I always keep my word, and I think that people will be very interested in what you have to say. Everyone is watching you now. You spoke a great fondness of your. Wait, you spoke with a great fondness about your friend Ashley. I understand that you two were very close. You even considered her one of your best friends, along with Larry Johnson and Todd Morrison. Is that true? Yes. Have you seen this? Versions up to this point, Chris and Ryan can be heard singing fairly clearly at the end. And from every episode after this one, there would be a different version that put their voices more in the background. They're really trying to keep Seth Green from getting those residual checks on. And in the next episode, The Kiss Scene Around the World, the show would see another long-running change, turning the carpet in the Griffin's living room from tan to blue. What about Todd? You said you'd tell me about Todd. Oh, right, of course. We shot a segment on Morrison yesterday. He's still in the hospital after what happened that night. He's still out of it, unresponsive, still not talking, so we couldn't have a conversation with him. We mostly spoke with his doctor. I'm sorry, Sal. Apparently Morrison hasn't shown any signs of improvement. In fact, his condition has been getting worse. They said that the damage he suffered that night is irreversible. He doesn't know fantasy from reality, and all he wants to do is die. When he is denied the release of death, he becomes extremely violent. I need to help him somehow. I need to help him. Even the doctors and trained professionals haven't been able to help Todd. How do you suppose that you'll be able to? Because I know the truth. I know what really happened. I know what's wrong with Todd. You can see the words, I have absolutely no idea what is supposed to be written in this space, so I'm making something up. I hope they like it 20. And episode 11 by Dixie features the first ever appearance from series favorite Herbert.
That's why she must have thrown on me down there. Thanks.
It takes some true talent to make an old creep who lusts after a teenage boy an icon, but somehow the show found a way.
Fat ass Maggie.
The next episode, Screw the Pooch, sees Brian run away with partner's prized racing dog, Seabreeze.
This is the mood. Which is here, it's most people's show.
When the pair are eventually found, their newspaper photo references the famous photo of Elvin Gonzalez, who is at the center of a hyper-publicized study about the human urines. The Gonzalez grew up to be an engineer. Ryan just got crammed into a I'm awake. I'm awake already. And if you stay all the way to the credits, Peter continues to connect to his roots by treating us to a rap version of the show's theme song. I hate that sound. It's creepy. The rhythm. Peter may just be the right man. And the episode Ready, Willing, and Disabled is the first episode. Beelzebub. Who are you? I am Lord Beelzebub. Whoa, really? So you're like the devil or something? No, it is a nickname bestowed upon me by my skin. Family can be rough. Indeed. Can I get into that door? You've only survived. No, you may not pass through my doorway. You must first admire my art. Your art? Yes. In the dark there are 5. The 5th you mustn't see. Of the remaining 4 arts you must gaze upon 3. Wait, what? In the dark there are 5. The 5th you mustn't see. Of the remaining 4 arts you must gaze upon 3. That's confusing. Once you have done so, report back to me. Alright, whatever you say, Edgar. It's a Beelzebub. Lord Beelzebub. Okay, Bubs. Alright, let's see.
In the episode from Method to Madness, the show makes reference to another lesser known bit of Seth MacFarlane's work. Sorry, I'm doing a 3-episode guest job on the Gilmore Girls. This is in reference to Seth MacFarlane's brief appearance on that same show. We all gotta start somewhere, but unfortunately for Stewie, it looks like it's already over.
Oh my god, that is creepy.
And the episode Stuck Together Torn Apart has a scene that was removed from
There was a knock at the door and I could see again. I was me again. Suddenly I forced my hand and this freedom was revealed to be only an illusion. I was forced to watch everything, a prisoner in my own mind. I done terrible things, unforgivable things.
Shut up! Cancel culture was trying to take down Family Guy before cancel culture was even a thing. The final episode of the season they air regularly, Family Guy Before Number 1, is also unique in the fact that it's the first episode with no cutaway gags.
What have we done to deserve such agony? They were determined to devour us all. Nothing could stop them. The burning lights of the gods had faded. Their watchful eyes turned to horrified screams, and then everything was black.
Fearing the episode would be viewed as anti-Semitic, Fox pulled the episode from the release schedule. The only way to watch it was either on the season 3 DVD or on Adult Swim, where the episode would later be aired for the first time. This makes it the first episode of the series to debut on DVD, as well as the first episode to air on another network before Fox. The episode is actually pretty tame, but at the time it must have felt like finding a dark web video. Yeah, let's go.
I was broken before he found me, scattered and lost. Then he looked up on my face and saw all of me at once. After being discarded by everyone else, after years of not being seen or heard, he saw me, and we were in love. And everything was perfect, until it all fell apart again. Now there is only pain. Ah, how am I supposed to know this?
This plot was based on a real-life case of Pamela Smart, a woman who convinced her underage boyfriend to do exactly that. She was arrested and is currently serving a life sentence. All this for a blue candy trial.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Go back. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna help me.
It took me 6 years to get it, but she got it. Sounds like it was harder to get than a raise. I'm so glad to be with me again. It's worth it. Quagmire served as one of the last appearances of This was mostly done because Thrill's voice actor Simon Sporstein was hired to do it with afterwards. Also, the writers just didn't think there was much of a character and Bruce's son, Alex Ryan, was a bit local in the House of the Phone show. It was unforgivable. This marriage is over. So the episode that didn't like that technically had the show's
So much for that plan.
It wasn't until Margaret was referenced was real that the family battle but then we took the second of the awards. The next episode, Brian the Bachelor secured Seth MacFarlane exposed the show. Specifically, first trailers to be in this episode. I've been willing to pitch my delivery to and make some awards for buying my teenage daughter. That's what exactly Travis Wilson is her favorite all-time moment of all television. Any guess which scene that is? Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, honest, because a lot of us want to forget this ever. In the episode Breaking Out of Song, there's a painstakingly reallocated theory of who's going to this is not a simple fiction.
Wow. Her soul's corrupted by the dark, by hunger, by isolation. She suffered greatly. Through our union we have saved her. We are the endless echoes within oblivion. We are all that is, was, and will ever be.
A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subs. The ad break is finishing now.
Earlier this year was also the anniversary of the previous fire, the second largest of the three were... Oh, come on. Luckily this time there were no casualties, however 3 factory workers are currently in a hospital with minor injuries. Currently it is unclear as to whether the owners can afford to rebuild the mill. They have been on a slow decline for the past decade and have been struggling financially. If they don't rebuild, many families will lose their main source of income.
Well, Mayor wants to the parade of zombies, so the city says all caskets will be encased in concrete. This even as Adam West played a character that literally got dragged to hell by a zombie in the zombie and simply rivalry, Sweet faces off against his fresh out of the womb half brother Bertram. Bertram, I haven't seen you since our microscopic encounter.
Dude, really? Where do you keep getting these stickers?
Sweet knows his name because it's never said in that season 3 episode. Just a good guess, maybe? Bertram is a very common name. Choice, but in the following episode, Deep Roads, is the first episode to be written solely by Alex Borstein, the voice
We just updated the lockout. I'm not sure what's has such a new code to.
Borstein showed it that she would also write the episode manual assistant. Over there, Fish Out of Water with the ground voice actor Mike Ellen. Indians were so awesome in so many ways. The episode Veronica would find itself in the thick of legal trouble. It's pretty clean. However, let's find down this alone. The real Carol had tried to sue Ross for using her Charwoman character without her permission. She asked for $6 million in damages.
I can't believe we've been working on this for 5 years now. It feels like the more connections we find, the less sense it all makes. I can't believe we Oh, I just read that. Is the cult still operating? If so, then where are they all? It was cool of Rob to give us some funds for new equipment. When he found out what we were up to, he basically thought we were real-life ghost snappers. Huh, what's this loose tape?
But the theme song he's actually singing is the classic Batman theme. It's a shame, too, because Spider-Man has a classic banger of a song himself.
I saw the faded shape of a man. There's something important about him. I can feel it. Like a distant memory etching at the back of my skull. His image is fleeting. It flickers in and out of view. It's as if he's trapped in a parallel reality, a phantom just out of reach. Or perhaps I am the phantom and he resides in the land of the living. I've cried for his attention, but I don't think that he can see or hear me.
I'm never shy about sharing the gas bill, if you know what I mean. Did you just make a fart joke? In the first episode of season 5, Stewie Loves Lois, Peter sues Dr. Hartman over a prostate exam. What the hell was that? That's a prostate. This causes Dr. Hartman to lose his license, but according to the panel in season 5, the episode almost went a different direction. Originally, Peter would admit ownership of the hospital, give Dr. Hartman a prostate exam, and then Hartman would sue him to regain control of the hospital. I guess they changed that when they realized doctors don't actually own the hospitals. I went to Dr. Hartman yesterday. He did things to me. In the DVD for season 5, we feature a bit of false advertisement into the episode of the title. You're here with Dingo. Brian and Stewie bring in the topless woman for the radio show. The chest is pulled out, even on the DVD, which claims to be censored. Terrible day of money. We expect them to use the internet. The end of your dog that you catch in your mouth. You get $100 for a good job that you desperately need. So come on, Peter and the boys hit Ruby at the river. The song they're grooving to is called The Flip of Beethoven and Untapped Chart Power. In 76, that was created by Walter Murphy.
Wanna tell y'all what's happening? Hey Neil. No pictures today, huh? I don't think I've ever seen you with your hair down. I almost didn't recognize you. Yeah. You feeling alright, man? You seem out of it. Hmm. Sorry to hear that. It could be stress. I have trouble sleeping when I'm stressed out too. Anything you want to talk about? No, you're right. It's probably just stress. There's a fresh pot of coffee downstairs. You should have a cup. It'll do you good. I never start the day without my caffeine fix. Thanks. Maybe I will. Not a problem, Celia. No, loads of stuff, but I hate the taste. No thanks. It's so bright outside. Then what am I supposed to do? Not really in the mood. Not. Um. I can't find it anywhere.
A 90-second ad break is starting.
Oh yeah, I found it outside last night on the porch. I didn't want to leave it out there, so I brought it in. I almost forgot about it. Thanks, I didn't realize I left it outside. No worries, happens to the best of us. Here you go, man. He has class this morning. Oh, right. How goes the ghost hunting? Todd was saying that it's been pretty slow lately on the front. Slow? Yeah, it's slow. It's been slow. You boys are trying to keep me protected again, aren't you? It's sweet, but you know I can handle myself, right? Plus, I am 2 years older than y'all, too. No, I know. It's just that we... Yeah, 4 friends made a pact 5 years ago, and I can respect the loyalty behind that. Actually, I think it's pretty dang cute. Speaking of cute, I heard that the lovely Ash is coming to town today. The Lone Wolf of Four Horsemen returns. Are you excited? We're supposed to catch up this afternoon. So that's a no on the excitement then. No, I can't wait to see her. I'm just, feeling tired today. There's still coffee downstairs calling your name, Sallyface. Sallyface, come get some.
The ad break is finishing now.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific, Mr. Sleepyhead. Last night I thought I heard something like a weird siren. I didn't hear anything like that. Gizmo was up watching TV? No, it wasn't that. It was kind of like never mind. Probably just the nightmares. Gosh, man, are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm good. Ah, shoot, work. Work. I'm supposed to cover the morning shift today. Got around, sorry, y'all. Catch you later.
Just so you can always fall back on the big contour distraction. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway tweeted. And in No Meals on Wheels, the Griffins open up a restaurant where they don't take too kindly to people questioning their food. The guy at table 7 complained there's not enough juice on his prime rib. Hey, Ron a delicacy, Ron. In actuality, it's physically impossible for rats to vomit as they possess a one-way digestive system that doesn't allow food to back up. But I hope you enjoyed the video. And so, folks, do what's your role in your website? I do gymnastics and I do a ton of pizza at the same time. Well, listen, Rose, so that's what the actress was Valerie Dean at the time. She was introduced to Seth MacFarlane by Jillian's voice actress Drew Barrymore, who agreed to get her role in this episode, though unfortunately still passed away before the episode. Sorry for such a long rant, so here's Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. In the next episode, it takes a village of dead Marion, as he shares a name with the book with two those in perspective. Seem happy to receive writing credit for this episode in A. And was that a typo or the this names in this year? So, season 5, week 5 Myers, we have to see Peter's idea on this height. It's been for a game. So, he's listed at 5'10 and weighs 380 pounds. How he's able to mount these long-winded chicken fights across the East first episode of season 6, Regardless is also the show's first Star Wars parody episode. Initially, the original Skywalker Cameron was going to make guests on the DVD commentary, but pulled out and person for the episode. So, in the Millennium Falcon, and the only Cameron's career is destroyed by this movie. Come on, you're a Joker, baby. Don't make it your problem. So, a 100 episode of Family Guy. So controversial that he will be removed from the episode. But you understand, they don't want a committed relationship with Jillian. Originally, at the end of the episode's first act, was assaulting Marge, going back to the house with her, and then killing the entire citizens. Unlike the sickos, the scene is still available to watch on the DVD and both swim versions of the episode.
Are you awake? Yeah, what's up? Something is wrong with Addison Apartments. Other than ghosts in the creepy basement? I'm serious, I'm coming over. Give me a few minutes. Okay, text me when you're ready. Ready. On the way now. This also seems to be a dramatic change from your original story, Mr. Fisher. Isn't it true you had initially stated that you were not in contact with Larry Johnson? Yes. So you admit to lying in your original statements? Yes, I was in shock from what had happened and thought the truth would be more harmful. That no one would believe me. I didn't know what else to do. And how can we trust anything you say now? How are we to decipher what is true and what is a lie? All I have left is the truth. It's important that people hear what I have to say, whether they believe it or not. Well, I hope for their sake that they do. Is that a threat? It's a warning. Would you have us believe that there is still a killer on the loose in Knoxville, that all of the evidence presented today, the victim's blood on your clothes and skin, your fingerprints on the murder weapon, the security footage, the eyewitness accounts, that's all of these things were some elaborate cover-up created by who? The county police department? If it's alright with the court, I'd like to continue my testimony. It's important that the whole story be told chronologically, in order to prevent details from being taken out of context, well, more so than they already have been. I'll allow it. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Fisher, but realize we will expect answers to these questions the prosecution has presented. Everything will be answered. Then proceed.
This number was cut for time, but could finally be seen in the musical number collection again.
I'm telling you, dude, something is seriously wrong. Did you see the demon again? No, I haven't since we blasted it years ago. I even went through every inch of the building this morning with the Super Gear Boy and found nothing. All the ghosts have been missing for weeks. That is a little odd, though who's to say it's a bad thing? Maybe they were able to finally pass on. I don't know, man. I've been getting this horrible feeling. Like something under my skin crawling around, itching at the back of my skull. It's like the quiet before the storm or some shit. I can feel it. Huh. What? Deja vu. I've been getting that feeling too. Like everything is foggy and there's something there, just beyond the fog, just waiting. Yes, exactly. Whatever it is, it's coming from the apartment. So are you gonna come check it out or what? Of course I will. Should we get Todd? He has class today. Oh, alright. Oh, alright. I was hoping he'd have a gadget or something. He has been working on something, but I don't think it's finished yet.
This wasn't the original song choice for this episode.
He has been working on something, but I don't think it's finished yet. The guitar mods are finally done, but Todd hasn't shown me how to use it yet, so it's best not to mess with it.
Before they could secure the rights, executive producer Danny Smith suggested circuit board, and the rest is mere history.
Hopefully it works better than the box thing he made last year. Yeah, I like to keep my guitar in one piece. Looks like you're right about that storm. Alright, let's do this. Right behind you. Well, good morning, youngsters. How are you doing this fine day? We're doing okay. How about you? I'm just wonderful. Things have been so peaceful in the building. Though, of course, we do miss having our dear Sal Fisher with us, and I'll be sad to see Larry going as well. I'll miss it here too, but it'll be nice to get out of that basement. Plus, we're only right down the road. I understand. Our young lads are all grown up now and ready for the next stage of their lives. I'm excited for you both. You know I wish you boys nothing but the best. You truly deserve it. Thanks. Thank you, Terrence.
This court finds you guilty and sentences you to 7 days in prison. You'll be out next Sunday at noon. Well, actually, I'm on this box ended up pushing Family Guy from its usual 9 p.m. time slot to make their movie 24 redemption. Maybe Family Guy could return the favor in 100 years and actually make
Their parents are together?
And you're a fine smeller, eh?
Hey, Dad. Hey, Lisa. Hey, guys. Hi, Celeste. Yo. Hey, when was the last time we had the entire family together like this? Like a couple weeks ago? Sal. We should have dinner together tonight. Come on, what do you say, boys? Lisa's gonna show the best secrets for making her lasagna. Your lasagna is the best, Lisa. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I'm not gonna say no to free dinner. Actually, I have plans tonight, but if I'm done early, I'll come over. Okay, well, we'll have Larry instant message you or whatever you kids do once dinner's ready. It's called texting, Dad. Right, that. Sounds good. More baking soda, grams, sweet corn, flat, staying in store, the result is a white it's running over 2 days, tasting it brings you
The ad break is finishing now.
don't get too sad. He still makes like
Stacey, are you there? Nothing on the gearboard. Stacey was always difficult to summon, so I'm not surprised she's not showing up now. True. I hope she's at least with Megan.
It's also the first, and at this time, the only episode that hit a 9-star rating. If only they could have found an alternate universe for the show reached ahead. Isn't he going to be on the page of Netflix? In the following episode, Family Boy has a scene in it that more or less solidifies Mark Wahlberg's role in movie 10. Mark Wahlberg in Annoyed and Confused. What's going on? Apparently, Wahlberg found this little sketch to be just funny enough that he agreed to sign on to Seth MacFarlane's film. Luckily, he wasn't as confused as the
So much death and destruction under one roof. Yeah, I feel bad for the Holmes family. They didn't deserve that to happen to them. And as much as I want to hate Luke for what he did, I can't help but feel sorry for the dude. He wrote wrong for himself. The council summoned the demon. It just sucks that he had to get Stacey and Megan caught up in it. Do you think it's really dead? The red-eyed demon? Yeah, I know Top Blaster supposedly destroyed it, but seems a little too easy, didn't it? I know what you mean. I thought the same thing before, but we haven't seen any signs of it for years now. What if, like, we only wounded it, and it's just waiting in the dark somewhere until it gets better? Then we blast it right to hell again when it shows up.
So he decided to write the monkey out of the show that was going to provide a great episode. But he did at least give him some time to tear people up in the show. Thanks for your help, monkey. Rub their faces in that truck. In the episode Five Nights Baby, Five Nights' daughter finds a new home with a happy-looking couple. She looks so happy. Their pairing must come down to time because when Vampire goes to drop in the well, not shooting can see. Her parents can be seen waiting at the counter. Did they just adopt the first baby they saw? Personally, I like to haggle with the agency so I get them to acknowledge at a low price. There's nothing for the show.
Megan? Hello, are you with us? Not the other super gear boy. Hey, where did her necklace go? Huh, under the nose is number footage. That's weird. Maybe that's why she's not coming out. What about the rest of them? I don't know.
Spade and has a scene where Berkeley falls down the hill. Both came out like a year apart, so yeah, we'll forgive you for this one. But you're on thin ice. Snake. And the episode Dog Gone features a voice cameo from a contest-winning fan.
Okay, Barney, I'm going to break down. I'm going to do the arms for you.
This one is voiced by Kelly Barkley, who contested to be the Hollywood voice character of the show. And despite the last name, no, she's not related to Sarah. She actually changed her last name as a tribute to the show.
It's weird to be leaving after living here for so long. I felt the way when we left New Jersey, but it was a change I didn't know I needed at the time. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Yeah, it'll be awesome to be with you and Todd. I can't wait for that, honestly. Still, and I know I'm not going far, but it's still a little sad for some reason. It's a big change, Larry. It's okay still to feel emotional about it. You okay? Yeah, I'm cool. Let's keep looking around.
Don't worry about getting pregnant. I'm already pregnant.
In reality, the actual Tiffany Beeson was pregnant at the time this episode aired. She must have gotten pregnant, so that line of Family Guy would make sense. That's a beautiful necklace you wear, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Know what you do when you say by the bell money? And Dial Life for Murder finally rounds out an interesting milestone in the show.
What is that smell? It's my poop bucket.
Do you remember the first time I saw you without your mask? How could I forget? Your head being so hard it flew right off and right in the face. Huh? You were so worried about my bloody nose that you didn't notice at first. I felt bad. Yeah, but then once I told you I was fine, why did you cry? Because you didn't look away.
This line stirred up a good amount of controversy and support from both sides of the aisle, but one person in the show's production actually objected to it. That would be Patrick Warburton, who voices Joe Swanson, who allegedly objected to the joke, finding it bad taste and simply just not funny. Therefore, Warburton, does the name Lacey Chabert mean anything to you? And he reflected that it's the latest movie where the ball goes wrong. In the episode Ghost We Go, has a
I still can't believe my dad abandoned us. It doesn't feel like him. It doesn't feel real. I don't. I know there's something you've been keeping from me, Sal. Something about my dad. You're her about keeping secrets. It's okay, man. I haven't mentioned that before because I trust you. If you keep something from me, it's because you have to, right? Look, it's been hard keeping this from you, but I couldn't be sure what was real and what wasn't. I didn't want to upset you, but I think your dad has been contacting me somehow. What? I'm not sure if it's really him or not. That's why I haven't brought it up. Plus, he told me to keep you safe and not to tell you about him. He says that if you knew the truth, it would put you in danger. If it is your father, then I don't think that he's 100% human. But the important thing is that he didn't abandon you. He sacrificed himself to try and stop the cult, to protect you and Lisa. He loved you both more than anything. What do you mean he's not human? It's kind of hard to explain, but I think your dad was an alien or something. He crash landed after losing his home planet into a plague of shadows. He was with his sister Evelyn, but she died in the crash or got lost or something. He wasn't really clear about what happened to her. Aren't you gonna say anything about all this? You know you don't have to make up a crazy story to make my dad into a hero. And aliens, really? Dude, that didn't help you say at all. I'm telling you the truth, Larry, I swear. Alright, dude, it's fine. Can we just drop it for now? Okay, but we're gonna talk about this more later. I'm not making this up.
As the episode featured no cutaway gags or background music, it's also the first episode to not feature Peter or Lois, and thus makes this the first episode with no female characters. This would also make Brian the only character to appear in every episode up until In Harmony's Way.
Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subs.
And in the episode 5 Years Dad, Brian vomits for 30 uninterrupted seconds. Isn't that something? For some reason, this made me want to Google what the longest instance of uninterrupted vomiting was, and though I couldn't find the answer, I did find that the farthest someone had ever vomited was 68 feet. How? I mean, I don't want to know, but how? In this splendid source, Peter and the guys go on the hunt for the origin of a dirty joke they heard, which leads them on a global journey. And so began our journey. The splendid source of off-the-cuff humor has begun. But we actually know the source of the joke. It's told by the character Marty Funkhauser in the season 7 episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Table Read. Honestly, most jokes I know can probably be traced back to Barry David too. And in the second installment of the show Star Wars Parody, Something Dark Side, Seth MacFarlane said a voice acting record. Well, I just realized that my spaceship works better when I have the keys. Seth voices 26.
Huh, what is it? It's a tooth. Gross, dude. You picked it up with your bare hand? I'm not just gonna leave it there. What if we need it for something? What could we possibly need someone's tooth for? Hi, I'm Solly Payton. This is my friend Larry. We research paranormal and occult activity in the town of Knoxville, where everything weird can happen and does happen. Good point.
With this episode only being available to watch weekly on DVD, this makes it the hardest episode to watch. Just talking about it, and that's
Yeah, I must have dropped the key somewhere this morning when I was looking around. When was the last time you were having it? I had no idea. I could have sworn it was still in my pocket. I'm sure it'll show up somewhere.
See you next time. Looks like insuring your small business with expert guidance. These are the best episodes from every season of Family Guy. Starting with season 1, the episode that started it all, where Peter committed welfare fraud in the show's pilot, Death Has a Shadow. So we start off by being introduced to the family's defining traits. News is routine, Lois is a responsible mother, and Stewie is an evil genius. Repeated by Lois into the day I think from your wretched room. And she must have picked up the British accent in high school or something. We also learned that Brian is the snarky voice of reason, and Peter is the loving but irresponsible one. Peter is selling what? He's still got the pants on. What's the engagement?
He's going what's that?
This is essentially another term for a bachelor party. Just a lucky guy? Who cares? You'll never see most of these guys again. Right here. You win. Alright.
Hello, facing Larry Bear. This is a pleasant surprise. Hi, Janice. Hey, what brings you two here? Hello. Hello. Hi.
Peter's about as sharp as a bubble, and when some dangerous toys slip through the cracks, Peter's like, go ahead. Can't change for how long? So we know Peter's a bit on the slow side, but we also learn is he's willing to try anything to support his family, even if that anything is really, really stupid.
Did those boys just go to the bathroom together?
So Peter starts
Greg?
welfare money just
Are you here?
like
Hello? Not getting anything on the Super Gear Boy either.
Why doesn't everyone do this? It's free money. But all that
And the tooth? Yeah, maybe it's a food or something. A tooth I found on the second floor is all burnt out. A tooth I found in the basement, it has an end carved into it.
And she deserves better. As this show will later teach us, that's the understatement of the century. Everything works out by the end, and the episode does a solid job at setting the groundwork of what the show would be for years. A parody of the traditional family unit with a bit more edge than TV was used to.
Hey guys, Larry, are you back for more already? No, I'm cool, right? Thanks. Hey, Mr. Morrison. Sal, have you seen the gutting yet? What do you think? It's great, isn't it though? It's a thing of true beauty. How did you get all this stuff anyway? Well, if I told you, I'd have to kill you, huh? But really, this isn't exactly Luke per se, so I'd appreciate you guys keeping this our little secret. And of course, I'd be happy to supply you with some products whenever you like. Your secret is safe with us, you don't have to worry about that. I don't think so, but you can never be too safe. I know Todd isn't super fond of the fact that we turned his old bedroom to a garden, but he knows how happy it makes us. He also knows that nothing will fill the Todd-shaped hole in our hearts. He's lucky to have such loving parents and such good friends. I'm damn proud of you boys. Damn proud.
Peter buys into the Y2K worries, which annoys his family, but he's actually right for a change. Holy crap! Anybody else feel it? This episode is also the first time the show went in a weird direction that was outside the show's usual status quo when it came to storytelling and episode endings. So Quahog is now a nuclear wasteland with all sorts of things hanging around. So the Griffins pack up their car.
Man, it still reeks in here. Yeah, it does. Oh gosh, I can't.
Cockroaches yet? They're high in protein. But lo and behold, they find the Twinkie Factory and Natick still standing. Wow, Peter is 2-0 on predictions. Even a broken clock is right twice a day, I guess.
Yeah, any readings on the Game Boy here? Nope, even your little goat buddy is hiding.
Unfortunately, he ran out of good calls to make after the first two. Today, my vision for our future comes true. A chicken in every pot, a cat in every hand. So the townsfolk throw him out for using their irrigation tanks to make guns, only to be attacked by...
I wonder what they did with Mr. Backerton's body. Well, at least he wasn't served as lunch meat. Yeah, hopefully not.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So the family walks off into the unknown together, but it turns out it was...
Oh, there's a tear in the carpet here. I can't pull it by hand though.
I tried to solve a strange episode of Family Guy.
This is a great example of Family Guy's sense of humor. The clip is a reference to an old show called Dallas, where the man who died in the previous season is revealed to be alive, and the whole prior season was just...
I should have known that those guys weren't real cops. I had a weird feeling about them. I don't know how they cleared this place out overnight with just the two of them. They were definitely the same dudes pretending to be cops with Mr. Sanderson. When Mrs. Sanderson died too, I saw them leaving in the morning. I saw them too, remember? Yeah, maybe that's why they came overnight, because they knew we'd recognize them somehow. Todd still hasn't been able to figure out their true identities, huh? No, but I could have sworn I saw one of them going into the church a few weeks ago. I've been keeping an eye... After keeping an I've been keeping an eye out every day now. They've been having a lot of meetings over there. That's a normal church thing now. Meetings and whatnot could be nothing or it could be something. That church always did give me the creeps. We went up to Chapel Hill a few times for the holidays when I was younger. I've been talking to Todd about setting up some hidden cameras and audio recorders up there just to check it out. Cool, I'm down for some good old B plus E or B&E. Breaking and entering. Come on, dude. Oh, right.
And Peter becomes the new sheriff. Trump? But the town turns on the Griffins when Peter points out that the North beat the South during the Civil War. We don't take too kindly to that sort of talk, mister. Sure, I shouldn't go on your head here with my head. Hundreds of years later, there's no story losers. You hate to see it. Despite the
And fucking nice score. Nice, that could come in handy. A pocket knife with multiple tools.
That's just his default reaction to women. But it turns out he finds it much easier to talk to girls when he just pretends their voice. And should have that when prosecuting murders in his brother.
Did you see on the news that they said Charlie was going to be released? I did, but that's not the real Charlie. What do you think he is now? The real Charlie, I mean. Most likely the cult probably has him or killed him. Maybe he ended up in the Bologna. As much as I didn't get along with that dude, no one deserves to be made into Bologna. Charlie was a little strange, but he was a good guy. I was starting to like him before we thought he was a murderer. Man, we kind of screwed him over, didn't we? It was an outcome we couldn't have known, and you saw him kill her with your own eyes. I still have nightmares about that.
Quickly gets me to choke up by stupid. Let's do the giveaway. And do the Lindy catch you guys in Cohog. Despite the episode coming out in 2005, America was still reeling from the 9/11 attack and the ongoing war in the Middle East. This is just the way Family Guy can bring humor and brevity to the situation. But this clip isn't prepared to talk about the political nuances of all that, so let's talk about the rest of the episode. So Peter gets fed up with the Federal Communications Commission's heavy censorship of TV and decides to make his own network. And you're watching PTV, where you get to watch your favorite shows as nature intended them. On a smartphone at 2 times speed? Oh, sorry, this episode is from 2005, back when we all had attention spans. Anyway, the station is a hit, so Peter decides to branch out with some of his own high-quality programming.
Hey Sal, hey Larry, what are you up to? Hey David, we're just checking in with everyone. How are things going? That's awfully kind of used. That's awfully kind of used, but I'm afraid I can't talk much at the moment. Sarah isn't feeling well. You see, I gotta take care of her. Sorry to hear that. Hope she gets well soon. We'll be around if you need anything. Thank yous. Thank yous both.
The FCC definitely have the work cut out. But the FCC steps in to not only shut people down, but to also start censoring his life. What are you doing? Censoring real life.
A 90-second ad break.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Thank you for
Yeah.
sticking with us
Hey
through
CJ,
this
are you
break.
having a party tonight or something? Nah, but me and Sierra are coming over later. It's going to be like old times. You two should stop by if you can. Sounds cool. We'll keep that in mind. Cool.
I set that thing up 15 years ago. So Peter travels to Capitol Hill to get the FCC's decisions reversed, having into the idea that indecency is ingrained into the very fabric of America. When you look me in the eye and tell me it doesn't look like a big...
Hey guys.
So, private parts everywhere.
Hi Sal. Hey Larry. Sal, you voice. Wait, what?
This episode is iconic for its commentary on the state of TV.
Wait, they had a baby? Hey Soda, how's my best baby doing? Wanna go for a ride on Uncle Sal's shoulders? Oh Sal, she has a bit of rash now. You might not want to pick her out. Thanks for the heads up. Mommy? Yes, love? I want to ride on Auntie Sal's sodas. Not today, Muffin, okay? Remember what I did this morning? Oh, okay. Oh, don't worry, little Saul. If you take the medicine you got from the doctor this morning, we'll have you flying around in no time. Hey, promise. I promise. You bet.
The ad break is finishing now.
Pass up a date with Lois for a little clubbing. But that decision comes back to bite him when he returns to the present to find he's married to a different woman. Molly Ringwald? You're my wife?
We've been married for 20 years.
Look, I'm all for the Peter and Lois shit, but Molly Ringwald is an American icon. Maybe that's not so bad.
Hey, where the hell is Lois? That's weird. Looks like she's coming out of Quagmire's house.
Yep, in this timeline, Quagmire and Lois are married and have given birth to some
The tools will set you free. Do it now.
Peter wants Lois back, but she's perfectly happy with Quagmire.
A tooth I found on the 3rd floor. It has an S card into it.
I thought you might be the one. Last I recall, you were more interested in how you look at friends.
So he gets Dad to take him back to the house where he fails again and again to win her back. I'm starting to question whether or not he really likes her.
I'm saying it's the land. I said I was the invitation last night, but you never showed up.
So Peter and Brian sneak into the dance, and Peter tries to sweep Lois off.
They are truly beautiful to look at and absolutely original. Discover pieces created and loved by Sean Yancey.
On her feet.
You had your chance with me and you blew it. Now leave us alone.
But there's one thing, one act of passion so powerful and moving that Lois just can't ignore. A sucker punch to the face.
Hey, quick!
My only question is, how could Peter and Quagmire still be friends after this? Who cares? Love is in the air.
Will you be my wife?
Hey. There's my ghost nabbers. Hey, dude.
The future is
Hey, Rob.
restored, and they celebrate
How goes the hunting?
the trophy we look back in the 2000s.
Stalin, my man, I'm an investor. You can't share even a little detail with me. Actually, we're looking into something right now. That's why we're here. Have you seen anything strange lately? Anything at all? Well, I got this weird rash on my left foot. If you guys could take a whiff and let me know what you... I don't think we're really qualified for that. I'm just fucking with you. My feet are fine. If they're so fun, why don't you marry them? Larry, you fucking nutter.
This one could have easily gone to the prior episodes to impress Lois, but I thought this one had a much bigger and So just to recap. Sorry. So Lois warns everyone how dangerous Stewie is, but before Little Guy can be arrested, yes,
Oh, sorry, we didn't realize anyone was in here. Mr. Sanderson. Mr. Sanderson? Hi, Larry. How was you saying goodbye to Sandy? Saying goodbye? I'm leaving Knoxville tonight. I need to leave this place. It's understandable, man. You've been through a lot. This may sound a bit odd, but have either of you seen my wife around? I don't know if you believe in ghosts, I guess. I was just hoping I could speak to her once more. Right, well, perhaps she's in a better place now. I hope that she is. Sandy didn't deserve this. Oh, God. Would you boys do me a favor and just give me a moment alone here? Sure, Mr. Sanderson. That's no problem. Let us know if you need anything. Thank you, Larry.
At his disposal, the CIA has no choice but to surrender to Sue. Oh, and Stan Smith is here. Hi, Stan.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special message of the new president of the world. Greetings, loyal minions.
Sure, he's evil, but he does implement some stellar laws.
There's a tape here, but it's broken.
Is that him?
Yeah, I'd like to make a surprise. But up with Stewie's security, Lois goes full Rambo and decides to fight him to the death. Look at all. The fight is brutal and bloody. Who knew you could get this much satisfaction from seeing a baby get beat up? But when Lois gets the upper hand, she can't bring herself to end it.
It's out there.
But before you pull the trigger, Peter makes the save with a line that goes hard.
It's just been revoked.
Well, it went hard in the movie Soul Trauma, a valiant attempt. But wouldn't you know that the whole thing was just a simulation designed to happen? So we tried to kill Lois.
Why? Why won't you answer me?
Hint. Normally, this kind of ending would be a complete rug pull, but I guess
They're gathering as we speak, and they need to open the vortex, perhaps into this world, a bridge between us and them.
Ferguson thinks Stewie is one of the best characters on the show. But Stewie's genius for leading him and Brian on a journey through rivers.
They're gathering. Oh. This does not arouse your attention in any way at all. Sometimes I wonder if you're even real. If there is anyone behind that lens, or just a corpse decaying at the helm, my pleas for help and infinitely echoing into the vast emptiness of death.
Yeah, BTS's song Dynamite topped the Billboard 100 chart on September 1st, though I think that may be a couple years off. Anyway, they find more than...
But I mean, if all three of us are down, I'm down. I don't really care what people say. What do you think? Yeah, sure. Really? I wasn't sure if you'd be into the idea. We should probably revisit this conversation again later. My mind is a little fuzzy right now. You glitched again while I was talking, didn't you? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's okay, dude. I know you can't control it. Did you get anything useful from it this time? I think so, but I'm still trying to piece it together.
They really need better customer support for these things. So the group makes the long trip to the edge of the country. Unfortunately, the show had to cut the scene because it's something really close by to us. Luckily, the group manages to steal a submarine, avoiding enemy subs, and making out of it. This is the 1930s, you know, at the time before you could find a uranium store in every corner. To get to Berlin, the only place to buy uranium, they're going to dogfight alongside the Royal Air Force. I guess I must have slept through that part of history class. The trio abandoned their plane via raft, which they ride all the way to Berlin. It's here. Uranium lab is in here. So the group does the best of their actions to infiltrate the base.
That scared the crap out of me.
The time machine is refueled. Let's find a safe spot and make the trip back home. Well, this is awkward. Don't you hate it when you're wearing the same outfit, hairstyle, and paintbrush mustache as someone else? So they're about to be executed, unless...
Hunger has been tearing at my stomach, and yet I didn't die. How long has it been? It's impossible to tell in this endless night. How long must I rot in this freaking prison? No food, no light, no sleep, no contact, nothing. Nothing. Just a glimpse of life beyond my reach. I wish they would open that goddamn vortex already. I wish they would tear this world apart. I wish this would all end. I need this to end.
It further proves that whenever you see a Road 2 episode this season, you know you're in for a good time. Speaking of which, the first episode of Season 8 is considered one of the best episodes of all time, involving Brian and Stewie going on a journey across realities and Road to the Multiverse. So Stewie has invented a device that allows him to travel to different universes. I guess when you're a baby, you have all the time in the world, huh? Ellie, should be traveling universes, the reality is different than our own. Sometimes only slightly, sometimes quite rapidly. Luckily, they're only going to visit the interesting ones. Can you imagine if they just went to a reality where everyone was 1 inch taller than usual? Not the most riveting program. Did you see what else Christianity never existed? The dark ages of scientific progression never occurred. Just how advanced is this reality? Well, they managed to do the impossible. They made Meg hot. But Brian wants to see what else is out there, so they hop around for a bit until they think they've...
Stacy was always difficult to summon, so I'm not surprised she's not showing up now. True. I hope she's at least with Megan.
This isn't the right way. For how smart Stewie is, he really forgot to install a GPS into that device. Stewie, please tell me you know how to get us home. Yes, I know how to get us home.
If demons are real and souls are real, do you think there are angels too? And heaven and hell? God and the devil? Is all of it real? I'll go back and forth on all of that, but I hope there is something good out there, something better than us. I never used to believe in anything supernatural before. Now with everything we've seen, I'm not sure what I believe in. I've always had the feeling that there's something bigger going on. I just never really knew what it was or what that meant. I still don't.
And now you've broken the device. Pattern get company picking up Stewie's quick. As well as finding their dog family, Stewie's able to learn a little something from this brutal counterpart. Even jumping randomly from one to the next. You have the shuffle button. Technology is somehow both incredible
A
and
90-second ad break is starting.
finally, they're able to make it home
Thank
with
you
a
for
friend
sticking
and
with us through this break.
he's not the
Ads
easiest
help
space
support my content. Consider
I'm going to
subs.
say I'm happy about that, but it was probably for the best. This is perhaps Family Guy's craziest episode, featuring a ton of interesting roles that create a launchpad for great situational comedy. It allowed the team to really get creative, and it 100% paid off. Rewatching this episode reminds me of how niche and topic multiverses were before Hollywood had to drive that idea to
Huh.
the best episode of season 9
What?
is essentially a
Looks like there's a hidden piano on the bottom of the birdcage. I never noticed it before. That's weird. There's a loose screw on it, almost like someone had tried to open it. I need a screwdriver or something to open this.
I would trust this guy as far as I could go. We know Woods is a bad guy, but is he?
Did it hit me?
That monster! Stephanie was an iconic character. When pressed about it, James Woods seems to be unaware of what happened and professes his innocence.
Oh, so
Or a dead man.
I think.
Props to Dr. Hartman for checking the pulse of every corpse.
What?
Can't be having
Maybe?
any fake outs. So while the group tries to figure out who the culprit is,
I'm so confused right now.
including Gary Goldman, Darren Wilcox, David Goff, and James Woods'
The ad
girlfriend
break
Priscilla.
is finishing now.
Please, let's hold a moment of silence to remember these amazing characters and villains. Okay, let's not go. The last body was found in Tom Tucker's room, so they immediately assumed he's the killer and everything.
Let me go. Let me go. You're all gonna pay for this.
Slight spoiler, but why would he run like that if he's innocent? There was nowhere for him to go. Is he stupid? When morning comes, Tucker is arrested and everyone packs up.
I'm missing two. Or two.
Oh my God.
Thanks to Detective Lois for finally piecing it all together. All it took was 4 dead bodies. So Diane masterminded the whole thing with James Woods.
Holy shit, people.
Except that
You've made a mistake. What the hell, man? The end will be us all.
so Diane takes her
What does that even mean? You can't be staying in here. The darkness binds.
She needs to quit talking about it and actually do it. This spin on the classic Agatha Christie novel.
This scared the shit out of me. I've caught that bump sleeping up here before too. I wonder what he meant. It just sounded like crazy gibberish to me. Gibberish.
It's renewal, variance, it felt like a breath of fresh air after 10 years of being on the air. But the best episode of season
You want the tooth? You can't handle the tooth. Where am I supposed to find the best tooth at? I do not want to go through all this again. Took forever. I just need one more tooth. My dad used to stay in this room before him and my mom got together. Really? That was before it got all flooded up here, or whatever happened.
For starting, as Brian and Stewie returned to the very first episode.
This is gonna be a long day. We should let Herman be alone to report to his wreck. Do you think the council will let him leave Knockfall? I hope so, man. Hasn't he been through enough? Yeah, but if he was involved with the co-op before his wife died and then tried to get out like we think he did, I'm sure they're keeping an eye on him. You're probably right, but they've been quiet for so long now. Maybe they aren't operating anymore or whatever. Or maybe they've just been laying low, waiting for the right moment. Maybe. Either way, we will find them.
That's why very much judgment. But you can't take that ball, especially if it installs one of the past without lasting consequences. Hey Brian, let's screw up the timeline of my future. Goes without asking for them. And those lots of things in the toilet might be asking too much for a guy who does most of his business outside. When they return home, they interact with past Stewie. The man Stewie's the one person who's okay to interact with. He recognizes the man. They get them home, but it's clear a certain someone could do that. Sure. Yeah, so Brian told his past self about 9/11 and never saw it again. Well, what do you think good thing with the West Coast just for Brian to stroke his ego? That's it. So the duo tests that theory and find the future to be a bit more conventional.
Chris, I heard you got a kid out of the book, man. Here's a photo. Matthew McConaughey is terrible.
And lazier. Honestly, that's not a bad commentary on what people fear entertainment with. Arbitrary, sterile, and low level.
God.
Oh yeah, the world has completely gone to hell. That might be the more pressing matter. So they return to the past to stop their past selves from speaking to their further. Yeah, that sounds complicated. You ain't seen nothing. This creates a seemingly endless loop of Stewie's and Brian, so they put it to a vote. Imagine a world where you can ask this question and problems are done.
Why did they leave all of Rosenberg's stuff in here again? Addison still thinks that she's on vacation or something and that she'll come back. I don't think that's gonna happen.
This episode is highly creative and fun, and a further reminder that
I'm still not really sure what happened to her. Yeah, it said she just disappeared, right? Yeah, but it was more than that. She appeared as a ghost before vanishing. I don't think she was fully human. Oh, right. I remember you saying that. And she was in a cult for a while, but then stopped them or tried to stop them, which would have made her super old. That would make sense, though. If she had powers, why would Rosenberg just mope around this little apartment? Maybe she was too old, or maybe she had just given up. If I had powers, I would never retire. I'd be getting into all kinds of trouble. Yeah, I know you would.
this all seems good. There are some absolute horrors to reversing time.
Yes, I found the tooth. Okay. What, no stupid pun this time? I couldn't really think of any to tell you the truth.
When they noticed Cleveland moved out of Rhode Island a while ago, they realized
Alright.
it's speeding up. If that wasn't unsettling enough, this means Stewie won't be unborn at this rate. That means he's going back into you know where. If you do know, please tell me. I have no clue where babies are.
It's going to be an ambulatory stage.
It just so happens to be his birthday, which is about to
Let's see.
The reality could not be in worse moments. Let's point out again.
I think I found out a key you lost. I didn't lose it. Wait, where the hell did that even come from? I didn't put it in there. Someone wanted us to find this. They couldn't have just slipped under my door or put it in a mailbox or something. Reality is a tangled web. What? Never mind, we've got the key now. Let's go check out the temple.
A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subs. The ad break is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subscribe. break is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subscribing. The ad break is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subs. The ad break is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subscribe. The ad break is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subs. Is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subscribe. The ad break is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subscribe. The ad break is finishing now. A 90-second ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subs.